Okay, guys, so you're making good progress, right? And all these little sections that I'm having you write, you can include or you can exclude. The only thing that is mandatory is that you include that citation of the book, the song, or the film that you want to. So that's just so that you get your works cited section set up. And I think I was clear about that last time. But just to emphasize, you need to find that. Look at your instructions for this week and be sure you get that work done for today and for Tuesday. You should have your full draft done, which is 1,250 words. It actually comes out probably to be a little bit longer than any of your essays during the semester because your works cited section is going to be so small. In future essays, you'll have a little bit more of a works cited section, although the next one is only probably a couple of sources. So that doesn't do as much work for you as it does later in the semester. That is the works cited section in terms of your word count. I think you've heard it emphasized that the personal narrative is very much about emotion. So try to insert that in your essay without requesting too much of that by your readers. Don't say I was sad, I was angry, show us how that happens, right? If we know that your dog died and it was a long process, don't say my dog died and it was a long process. Say, my dog ate some poison that was in the neighbor's bowl, right? For some crazy reason. And so that's, and go further into it, right? His belly aching or whatever. Explain that. The reader can understand, they can extrapolate from that information that you were angry, that you were sad. So include those kinds of details. Now, a good way to insert emotion into the personal narrative is to start with a really good hook. And we'll talk about the hook much more as we go through the course, but the hook is the leading line. It's the first line, the way you begin your essay. And so usually this is with a question, a quote, or an anecdote. For the personal narrative, I might avoid the question. And I might avoid the quote, but not necessarily. It's not a terrible choice. Some of your dialogue could very well begin the essay, but typically we're used to seeing an anecdote, and an anecdote is a very short story. So I might start the essay, the first line or two lines in your essay, with right in the middle of some compelling, interesting part of your story, right? So if your essay is about a particular holiday or it involves a particular holiday, maybe you get right in the moment of trick-or-treating, right? We approach the Oliver's door with a tiger mask on and oops, I slipped and cracked a tooth, right? Get right in there into the story. That generates a lot of interest from the reader from the get-go. And that's what you need, is from the very beginning, you need your reader to tune in. So one way to do that is with that powerful anecdote. So you can work on your anecdote as well as you have a log of dialogue, you have an object diary you're developing, you have the perspective of another person in there, and you're also writing a piece about your ancestry or a holiday. All of those things you should be able to include if you have some central theme, or you can tie the holiday or the ancestry to a particular point in life or a particular idea that you're trying to convey. Occasionally I get a stray essay that is something totally off of the personal narrative. It'd be something like you know, history of the Revolutionary War. Well, that's not your personal narrative. It might be Paul Revere's, and it might be a really good personal narrative, but let's try to stick to the stuff you know, and the stuff you know well, and the stuff you're exploring, stuff you still don't know totally, but you're going through the mechanization of figuring out what that part of life is like for you, what it's about. So, all right, that's all I have for you this Thursday. I know you have a lot of work to do, and I encourage you to get with it and try to enjoy this. It's about you. It's totally your topic, and should be able to find some enjoyment in that. Talk with your other classmates while you're doing it. And remember, I'm available before class for an hour, the hour before, starting at 9:30. And the Reading and Writing Center is also available to you, and I strongly encourage you to register with them. It's on your Canvas shell, and I would upload maybe I should require it. I don't know if I'll require it for this one, but I would send them your first page or two and see what they say, right? You get some good advice from those people, and they usually make sure that you're getting it right. So not quite requiring this, but it really is a good idea to send it. Maybe I'll require it with the next essay, and you'll already be set up. You'll already be set up with the Reading and Writing Center. So the rest of the stuff's in there. The EasyBib account, get that set up if you can. And we'll see you on Tuesday. I hope you have a great weekend. Don't work too hard, but have that personal narrative in your head. Be talking about it, be thinking about it, be writing about it. Be writing the personal narrative essay. And no extra reading this time around. We'll start that up again fairly soon when we start on the next essay. So we'll see you Tuesday.